What's up, spectators? Welcome back to another episode of Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Last time, Gustavia finally confessed to the details of the murder 18 years ago, but now Catherine wants Edgeworth to explain why he would freeze the body. So we kind of have to choose between these three things here. Let's see what it says. To disguise it as an ice sculpture, to throw off the time of death, to create a fake crime scene. This is a tough one. I would guess between disguise it as an ice sculpture to hide it, or throw off the time of death. I'm gonna go with the first one. Mr. Gustavia froze the body in order to disguise it as an ice sculpture. Huh? Really? Mr. Edgeworth, Miss Hall looks like she's frozen solid. I'm sorry? It seems I was mistaken. Edgeworth. Wait, what? That's all you're gonna say about it? You gotta give me a reason why that's wrong. Okay. In order to throw off the time of death. If the time of death had coincided with the tea party, Mr. Gustavia would have been suspected. Ah, so we can have an alibi. Ah, that is correct. Preparations were necessary to freeze the body, while I was preparing in Dover's room. I placed the body in the treasure chest in Sir Master's room. I could think of no better hiding place at the time. But thanks to that gluttonous pharmacist, the lid of the chest broke. But why'd you disguise him as an ice sculpture? Once the body was discovered, there would be no time to throw off the time of death. To buy time, you needed to hide it in some place else. How horrid! How could you hide Dover's body within one of his own works? It all would have worked out if the body hadn't been discovered, while it was in Sir Master's room. If everything had gone according to plan, Sir Master would never have been arrested. So, because I discovered the body, it's my fault Master was... Kate, yes, it is your fault. Even if suspicion hadn't fallen on Mr. Master, Miss Delicious would have taken the fall, which would have been better. No matter who he targeted, the one at fault here is you, and Gustavia, but also you. The detective in charge of the initial investigation was also a dunce. To think that he never reported the missing body to the prosecutor. Prosecutor Von Karma indicted Mr. Master without knowing the body had vanished? I see. That would explain why he looked so flustered at the crime scene. Although, it's something that would stand out if you read the official documents. Could someone have intentionally distorted the information? At any rate, Von Karma found out about the missing body after he had made his indictment. And if he had let one person be acquitted, he'd have a stain on his much prided perfect record. That's why he concealed the fact that the body was hidden, and had Mr. Master declared guilty. What are you saying? For 18 years, that man has taken the blame for your crimes. Don't you feel anything at all? I don't care what you say. What a monster! I'm arresting him right here, right now, sir, and then I'm sure they're gonna go with the statute of limitations. They're bound to say it. Here it comes. Statute, limitations, SOL. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I can't do that. How? Dave, sorry. Dave, yeah. So you figured it out, see? That's correct. You have no right to sentence me. What? But the culprit's standing right in front of us. Allow me to tell you the reason why you can't arrest me. You know, if we couldn't arrest him, why the hell would we go through all these hoops when he could have just said, oh yeah, it was me, by the way. BT dubs, but it was me. I'm out of here, I'm getting lunch. Peace out. And we go, oh no, 18 years. It's been 18 years since I murdered Dover. The statute of limitations for murder in this country is 15 years, is it not? In other words, it's impossible for you to arrest me. I only confessed my crime because the statute of limitations had expired. The statute of limitations for murder is 15 years? Mr. Edgeworth, Is there nothing we can do? Sure, we can kill him. Case closed. As long as the statute of limitations remains, arresting him is impossible. No way. My sincerest apologies, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Neither Mr. Gustavia's testimony nor your logic can be taken as official legal proof. The verdict of the trial 18 years ago cannot be overturned. What about the fact that Mr. Dover's body was hidden? Even if we can't arrest Mr. Gustavia, this should at least earn Mr. Master a retrial. Really? I wonder about that. Overturning a verdict of the goddess of law is much harder than you think. Is the PIC trying to justify the verdict from 18 years ago? How unfortunate, Sir Prosecutor! Is there no way to continue pursuing Mr. Gustavia? It's been 18 years. No matter how many years have passed, your sin will never fade. Sir Prosecutor, I'm sure you must have realized by now. There's no way you can arrest me. Arresting you would be a piece of cake for someone like Mr. Edgeworth. Isn't that right, sir? I don't think it will be that simple. Wise guy! It's impossible for you to arrest me. The statute of limitations for murder in this country is 15 years, is it not? It's possible that some of your actions 18 years ago were not affected by the statute. Statute. Oh my god, why are you laughing so much? I can't keep that up. It's been so long, I've got nothing left to hide. Ask me anything you'd like. Very well. Could you explain to me what you did during these past 18 years? Certainly. After the contest, the medicine from the recipe book allowed me to fully cure my taste disorder. I then immediately headed to Zhangfa to train my design skills. So he wasn't seen ever since that case because he was in a foreign country. Indeed. And I'm certain that I went abroad to train. About 1 year after that case, right before Sir Master's final trial began. And thanks to my training, I am now a confectioner unparalleled in both taste and design. You should not be proud of a position earned through the sacrifices of others. Man, you can't bake a cake without breaking a few eggs. Sacrifices were necessary for my goal. That's horrible. Say what you will. The fact still remains that you cannot arrest me. I have to get more information out of Mr. Gustavia. Was there anything of note in his recent testimony? Is this one of those things where, because he was in another country, something doesn't count? Maybe, it's him being out of the country has to be incredibly important. A lot like the countries were important in the end of the first game, the first Ace Attorney Investigations game, with the General Ambassador Man. Could you please add the details about your training in Zhangfa to your testimony? Certainly. Afterwards, I trained in Zhangfa to become the world's best confectioner. Is this the statement? You trained in Zhangfa. After the incident 18 years ago, I left on a journey. I'd already decided to hone my candy crafting skills in Zhangfa. Thanks to that, ooh, that's cool. Looks like, oh, what's the dragon's name in Dragon Ball? Shinra? Shinra. It's Shinra, right? I think it's Shinra. It's been a long time. My design sense is incomparable to what it was in the past. Wait, what voice did I give him? I don't remember. That's awesome. You may have it if you'd like. Oh, sweet. So he trained in Zhangfa. The statute of limitations for murder in this country is 15 years. It's possible that some of your actions 18 years ago were not affected by the statute. It's been so long, I've got nothing left to... Wait, have we already read this? Oh, we have. Okay, skip it. All right, so let's go. I gotta find that added testimony. Oh my God, stop. No, I don't want, dear. Okay, here it is. Trained in Zhengfa. Now something here needs to be, it has to be something with the statute. I just don't know what. Have we ever actually checked the details for this? Okay, here we go. If the suspect flees to or lives in a foreign country, the time limit is on hold until the suspect returns. So, and since he left immediately after, it's almost been like 1 year on the statute clock. So you're screwed. Wait, what about these other ones? Accomplices on trial, countdown is stopped until the verdict is reached. Okay. Charges are pressed to demand compensation. Got it. Boom! Oh, you are so screwed. Judge Courtney, you knew this? What the hell? You're a judge. Come on now. One of the conditions regarding the statute of limitations for murder is as follows. If the suspect flees to a foreign country, the time limit is on hold until the suspect returns. So the statute of limitations was suspended while you were overseas. That's right! The statute of limitations stopped while you were training in Zhengfa. Indeed. It is possible that the statute of limitations is not expired yet. Mr. Gustavia, please tell us how long you stayed in Zhengfa. It would be exactly 3 years. 3 years, wait. Let's calmly think this over. The case occurred 18 years ago. The statute of limitations is 15 years and he was away for 3. 15 plus 3 is exactly 18 years, I'm sure of it. Mr. Edgeworth, we did it! The statute of limitations hasn't expired yet. Meh, exactly 18 years, you say? How amusing! So he realized. Why are you laughing? The statute of limitations still applies. Oh my God, does this involve the fact that it was around Christmas and New Year's? Maybe. Okay, it's frustrating, but the case occurred in December. Oh my God, it is. That's the exact reason. Yes. It's April now, which means, strictly speaking, the case occurred 18 years and 4 months ago. His stay abroad wasn't quite enough. We were just a few months short. Not enough. Oh, well, that probably means the second bullet, which involved accomplices, is also going to be relevant. I just don't know when we're going to present that yet. Like I said, it's impossible for you to arrest me. Meh. He must have known all about this when he confessed to his crime. Edgeworth, it really is a shame. If it was just 1 year earlier, the statute of limitations would not have run out. Those who undermine the goddess of law's verdict must bear the burden of their crimes. It seems you were simply incapable. This can't be the end. So, Gustavia really is beyond the law's reach. Time to kill him. Kate, what are you thinking?
Objection.
Objection. If you're thinking of taking matters into your own hands, do it. There still might be a way to bring this man to justice. Remember the facts of the case 18 years ago. Just as you were mistaken earlier, it seems Mr. Gustavia has also overlooked one key detail. Overlooked? He wasn't present during Mr. Masters' final trial. You know what I'm doing right now? Every time songs like this play, it's like I'm doing... Go and watch a video of Space Channel 5. It's a video game that came out a long time ago about a news reporter, and it's like a dancing matching game. And the way they walk and stuff, that's what I do every time in my chair. I'm just like, ooh, yeah. Like, just imagine what she does, and that's what I'm doing right now. But you can't see it, and you can't tell. He wasn't present during Mr. Masters' final trial. Seriously, look up Space Channel 5. So he doesn't know the outcome of the trial. There may yet be a way for you to arrest him. Miles, look over that book on the statute of limitations again. 17 years ago, Master was falsely declared guilty for a serious crime. Thanks to that verdict, we aren't out of ammunition just yet. Mr. Shields, you don't mean... Those who undermine the Goddess of Law's verdict must bear the burden of their crimes. They must bear the burden. I am Mr. Masters' attorney. I can't use his suffering as a weapon in good conscience. For that reason, I leave the rest up to you. The trial my father and Von Karma battled over. Can I use that to arrest Mr. Gustavia? What should I do? Should I raise an objection? Do it! My father and Von Karma. You know what it is? I was right about that second bullet and the accomplice. He is gonna... Because they always suspected he had Masters had an accomplice, right? Are we gonna say he's Masters' accomplice? Maybe. I mean, that would make sense based on what Uncle Ray just said. I don't know why I called him Uncle Ray. That's what Shields just said about him not wanting to use his suffering as a weapon. But Edgeworth could. The paths diverged. One revealed the truth, the other concealed it. The path that I choose is the one that reveals the truth. I see no further reason to prolong this trial. I hereby find Dane Gustavia not guilty. Objection! Calm the fuck down. Gustavia will stand in court for his crimes. Do you mean to say you have found a way to arrest Mr. Gustavia? Exactly. I'll show Judge Courtney the evidence that will shatter the statute of limitations. So we just gotta find what it is that shows that he was an accomplice, which is what exactly? No. What would it be? Parts and on Shields notes. Time of death, December 2000. Masters' room. Statute of limitations ran out on December 24th, 3 years ago. Okay, hold on, let's keep reading. Jeffrey Master 39 created a dessert contest. Found in the dessert. Convicted. Convicted as an accomplice to the murder. As an accomplice. Okay, hold on. Let's go back to the statute of limitations book and confirm what that is. Hold on. If possible accomplices are on trial, the countdown is stopped until the verdict is reached. Bam! That's what it is. Right there. Gotta present it right. Meow. Here we go. Take that. The IS. Oh my god, I'm wrong? Oh, which page? Wait. It was the second page, right? Wait. Wait. Case summary? No, wait. No, suspect data. The suspect data page. Right. At the trial, Jeffrey Master was found guilty of being an accomplice to murder. And it took 1 year to arrive at this verdict. Right, that is indeed true. This book lists conditions in which the statute of limitations can be put on hold. The first, as I have said earlier, is if the suspect flees to a foreign country. But there's one more. If possible accomplices are on trial, the countdown is stopped until the verdict is reached. What you talking about? Sir Master was found to be an accomplice? That's right. Mr. Master was sentenced after you had left for your trip to Jiangfa. And he was found guilty not of being the culprit, but of being an accomplice. But it seems you didn't know that. That's absurd! Sir Master never committed any crime to begin with. You should certainly know this. Of course we do. That is why we're going to free him. To that end, we will shatter the one remaining obstacle in our way. The statute of limitations. You fled to Jiangfa for 3 years. and Jeffrey Master was being tried as an accomplice for 1 year. Put it all together, we see that the total time limit for this case is 19 years. In other words, the statute of limitations is not over for you yet. The goddess Allah is unerring in her judgments. However, it seems that the prosecutor at the time was not. I cannot believe it, but it seems like the case will have to be reopened. This is absurd. You cannot arrest me! For the last 18 years, an innocent man has suffered greatly in your stead. Mr. Gustavia, it's now time for you to atone for your crimes. I'd finally earned my place as the greatest confectioner in the world. To achieve that goal, I cast everything aside, even my own son. What a shame. You can't run from your crimes any longer. Whoa! Oh, cool! That's amazing! You are awesome, man! Oh, what? What? No! Why would you do that? At least let someone eat it. It's a metaphor for him being sliced down, cut down, sure. You can find symbolism in practically anything. Dane Gustavia has been taken into custody, sir. Oh god, it feels like an eyelash is in my eye, it burns. Oh, yeah. So you're up next, right? Yes, I understand. Kate. Everyone, I'm truly sorry for all the trouble I've caused. And thank you very much. Oh dear. What you did cannot be overlooked. Even if the crimes you committed were in response to a past injustice. Actually, with this, it's been 22 minutes, but I feel like there's going to be a good amount of time. They're going to talk about the case. They'll do this case summation, and then it'll also go into the next case. So that way, in the next episode, I can cover the end of this one and the beginning of the next one, which is pretty good, I think. Right? Yeah, that sounds good. Why don't we end this here? Stay tuned for the next one, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye!